Chemicals are stored in dedicated storage cabinets. Solvents and acids are always stored in separate cabinets because their mixtures can be dangerously reactive. Working safely with chemicals requires you to be deliberate and careful. Always check the label of the chemical bottle carefully to make sure it is the correct one. When you return the bottle, make sure that it goes to the correct cabinet and shelf. For emergencies, it is advisable that you add Micronova's on-call person's phone number in your phone's address book. If you wear correct personal protective equipment, you are quite well protected against chemical splashes. However, your feet are not protected. Any spill can easily run down the apron, ending up on your feet. If you have spilled acid or another corrosive chemical on yourself, call for help. At the same time, quickly remove all clothes contaminated by the acid. If your clothes are badly contaminated, the helper can cut them off from the clean side. Scissors for this purpose are available at the eye wash stations. Go to the emergency shower. Pull the shower handle, and when you have removed all contaminated clothing, rinse your skin for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Don't think about where you are or who can see you. The most important thing is to save your skin. If the chemical you have spilt is hydrofluoric acid, rinse with water for at least 10 minutes, then start rubbing calcium gluconate on the affected part of the skin. The gel can be found next to the eye wash basins and in the first aid cabinets in the clean room. Diluted hydrofluoric acid does not burn skin or corrode fabric, but it absorbs slowly through the skin and tissue and reacts with bone. This can take several hours. Therefore, it is important that you are always aware of which acids you are handling and rinse your skin if hydrofluoric acid spills are at all possible, and even in cases where you believe that the spills were only water. If the spill gets into your eye, use the eye shower and rinse your eye for at least 5 minutes. After rinsing, apply calcium gluconate eye drops. Calcium gluconate ampoules can be found next to the eye wash showers in the clean room. If you hear someone shouting for help, go immediately to check the situation. Ask what happened, report the accident to Nanofab's on-call person, who will alert the rescue team. If the injured person is in serious danger, first call the emergency number 112. Give your name and the address. Micronova, Tietätie 3, Espoo. Micronova, Tietätie 3, Espoo. If you're working outside normal working hours, Micronova's entrances will be locked and emergency personnel cannot enter the building. You'll have to open the door for them. The on-call person can also arrange the 24-hour security centre of VTT to open the doors. If necessary, activate the chemical alarm by pressing the chemical alarm button. Take care of the injured person and ensure that he is taken from the clean room into fresh air quickly enough. You can wrap the smothering blanket found next to the emergency shower around the victim temporarily. You can continue rinsing with water even outside the clean room. Temporary clothing is available in the gowning area and also in the first aid room. If hydrofluoric acid was spilt, or if any other chemical comes into contact with eyes, then the injured person must always be taken to a doctor. Regardless of the acid or base, you must go to the doctor if the area exposed to the chemical is large or a burn has already formed on the skin where it came into contact with the acid. The assisting person takes the material safety data sheet for the chemical and gives it to the medical personnel in the accident and emergency department. You can find the material safety data sheets on the shelves outside the M2 cleanroom entrance. If necessary, continue providing first aid during the drive to the hospital, for example, rinsing out the patient's eye or using calcium gluconate eye drops. As the assisting person, you must not leave the patient until you can be absolutely sure that he is getting proper treatment. Our goal is to have 0 accidents in Micronova. To achieve this, it is important that you report any potential safety issues, including near-miss and dangerous situations. Immediately inform Nanofab's personnel, and they will help you to fill in the appropriate report form if necessary. Nanofab's safety team is responsible for any corrective and preventive measures.